Good morning, everybody. Happy inflation CPI day number. So the market gapped up and opened very, very strong. As you see in S&P 500 and QQQ, the CPI number came as expected soft. Kind of the year over year is 3.2, which is still higher than 2% target of Federal Reserve. But having said that, is that the market didn't get surprised. And
Hi, thanks for watching my video. My name is Andrew Aziz and I'm the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. In this channel, I'm showing my daily trades on the US stock market. I hope that you enjoy the videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and welcome to my channel.
No surprise is good for the market. So very strong open on majority of the names. S&P 500, QQQ is up 1% still right now. S&P 500 8.85, and the names very strong: Tesla, AMD, Nvidia, and everything. So what I traded was QQQ. So obviously QQQ at the open, near the VWAP, and then really a surge. And it is the top 100 companies in the Nasdaq, non-financial, mostly technology names. Like Apple is just 7% of QQQ. So you can trade QQQ, or you can trade a leverage of QQQ, which is called TQQQ. So TQQ is the leverage product of QQQ. Is exactly move with QQQ, but in the nature of this fund, there is leverage involved. So you're actually much more capital efficient if you trade TQQ. So what I saw here, essentially, I traded a 5-minute open range breakup. So you see there is a little bit of a consolidation here. As soon as the volume came in at 9:45, I went long just at 41. Popped up. The first level that we had was this 41.30, which is also the R3. I scaled out a little bit, and then I saw that it's really holding, really making a very nice ABCD pattern. Then I decided to add more on this position at 41.30 for the really nice move up all the way up to 41.75. And that was essentially the high that I partialed out 10%. And then after that, I was holding 1,000 shares, see what's going to happen. And as you see, it dropped here at 41.20. I got to stop out at the break even. For trade management, this is what I do, and this is what I recommend. Obviously, your stop loss is this is your first R. I didn't give it the stop loss to the VWAP, a little bit just below here. And then I partial in the first risk, I partial in the first R. And then obviously at each R that you're getting, you kind of partial about 10%, 10%, 10%. But when you do the first partial, you bring your stop loss to the break even. So now this is my second entry, and this was my first entry. My new average was around here. Now this is almost my break even point that I got out. See, you don't want something that you already partialed on that, go to red on you. So I kind of completely partialed out on this trade, and that was essentially the only trade that I took that I made really good money on, that $5,700. And yeah, as you see, the master account, we have still JP is doing pretty good, going up. JP was up almost 1% this morning. It pulled back a little bit, but solid, stable. We're sitting on that. I did a quick scalp on Tesla because I saw a very, very good sign to get into that. Unfortunately, I got out of it too early. Let's take a look at the Tesla. Tesla is obviously a usual suspect. So what I saw on Tesla was that really nice consolidation, pullback, heavy volume. I saw very big signal on level 2 on Tesla. Let me show that to you here. What I saw here on Tesla was a very big signal on the level 2 ask. At you see my screen, at 249, significant amount of ask sitting. That when I went long here at 224,850 for a pop toward 249. However, I just got out of it too early, and I just, for some reason, I thought that my risk is a little bit too high, and I wasn't really feeling comfortable on that. I got out of it too early. It did eventually break out and went significantly higher. This is a trade that Paris did in the chat room, so he had a much better entry than me. My entry was kind of here, but Paris had a much better entry, so he went up and really nice from 245 all the way up to 251 by the time that he took this screenshot. But because I didn't have a really good entry on Tesla, I kind of got out of it completely. As you see, even it explosion happened all the way up to 251.50, and you see the Paris did that trade. Really did a double bottom, triple bottom on the top, and eventually bounced back. So that was my only trade on Tesla. That's again, seeing that level 2 signal was nice, but I really didn't take that trade. I'm kind of regretting that, but at the same time, sometimes it's better to get out of it if you really don't think that. Amazon, the same thing. I know a lot of people traded Amazon, especially John as well. We see a very big signal on 140 on Amazon. I took the screenshot. Look at the time and date, 9:55. So again, there was a very, very big potential for the breakout. But by the time that I saw this signal, I didn't take that trade. The reason for that was because I was already in TQQ. And TQQ involves Amazon in there, and these moves were kind of correlated, so I really didn't need to jump into something else that is already I am in there with leverage. And it still is up there, and eventually I think Amazon broke this 140 level. It was a little bit stronger and heavier, so it was better to trade really TQQ instead. I think eventually we broke all the way up to 140.40 here. So this thing happened, broke out, but again, it trades a little bit heavier than TQQ. Again, the nature of leverage on TQQ is very, very useful and helpful. So that was my only trading day. There's a lot of really good trading happened in the chat room, and I really, really enjoyed watching a lot of trading that people did. Brian, I know you traded Baba, which had the earning at the open, and it was very nice, amazing trading.
Yeah, it had a really nice 5-minute opening range breakout, which I took, and I know, like you said, Paris took that trade as well, and same with Nvidia. Nvidia had a nice opening range breakout as soon as it broke above and held above, previous day close. Got into it, and it made its way all the way up to 435. Before topping out, so I just stuck with that trade. It was a pretty good day.
Amazing day
overall. Yeah,
that's very good. Well, this week turned out to be a very, very nice week for me trading wise. Amazing, and I hope that everybody had a really good trading day. So tomorrow I will be trading, but I will be in San Francisco, and again, I'm going to see a doctor for some health issues. And I have a lot of friends in San Francisco, and I love that city. So I'm going to be over the weekend. I'll be back on Sunday evening back to Vancouver, and getting ready for another volatile week. Turned out to be a very nice summer so far. We haven't seen any slowdown in the volatility in the summer yet. Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, another question that someone asked me. Actually, I like to actually sometimes take the screenshots that people ask, and I want to actually have another question that I received. I really like that I actually answer these questions. So when I went long TQQ, Mickey in the chat room said, "Hey Andrew, I know you love TQQ, but could you not just short SQQQ with more shares?" Well, the answer to that is the long TQQ and short SQQ is exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Because SQQQ is the opposite of TQQ. So, but on the short side. So if the market ticks up, TQQ ticks up 3%, SQQ tick down 3%. It's like exactly equal. So there is absolutely no point of shorting SQQ. Plus, when you go long, it's much easier than going short. Sometimes you have to, locate the shares and everything. But SQQ is essentially the bear of market, but on the 3 times leverage. So there is really absolutely no point of. If you want to short the market, you can go long SQQQ. That's better. Usually going long is better than shorting anyways. So but in this case I wanted to be long on the market, not short. So in that case I didn't. That's why SQQQ is a horrible thing to hold for long term, because the market naturally, as you see on a weekly chart, you see is a constant natural decay that it has, because the market obviously always going up. So SQQ is not something that you want to keep for months or years. These are the decay on these ones are, it's just unbelievable, and they constantly rebalance and issue more shares to get that. So it wasn't really actually trading at the 9,000 per share. It wasn't. It's just after the rebalancing and reverse splitting, the numbers becomes like that. We had earning last yesterday on names like Disney. This is a trade that Paris did. Obviously coming up above the VWAP. This orange and yellow line are the VWAP line that Paris is using. So long, this is the scalp that he's doing, and then as you know, Paris is always adding on these pullbacks on its move, which is really nice. You can add it back, and then really nice trade that it did. If you want to really see how Paris is trading, Paris is trading based on the time and sales. I think that's the best course in the industry, better than SMB Capital, better than all other educators. His course on order flow and time and sales is the best in this industry, and it's available in the Trading Terminal Academy. You can watch that, and he's doing that course in Peak Capital as well, so through the 3 sessions in with Tor as well. So he's going through that course. It's really, I think, and he gave a presentation in New York City, and his presentation was one of the best presentations that people actually voted that. So if you want to learn Paris trading, I think it's the best course in the industry on time and sales. And he spent a lot of time on it and preparing it, because we were involved in editing it and uploading it in Trading Terminal Academy, and I saw that, and it's over 15 hours of course material with recorded and updated material and stuff. So again, there you go. So Marshall, it just said I just want to share that screenshot that Marshall mentioned that. So here I'm actually putting this here a screenshot so everyone can see. I'm taking Paris course. It's great, learning so much. So these are just real testimonials from people, not solicited or anything, just real answers. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow from sunny San Francisco, and all the best, guys. Ciao.